my name is Nicole Fiore, and I roller skate. You know the old school roller skates, 2 in front, 2 in back? Yeah, those ones. I'm gonna be teaching you how to roll and entertaining you along the way. Come roll with me. Hello, today we are going to talk about our arms while we are spinning. I prefer to spin with my hands up, and I know you can't fully see that, but they are up like this, so I'm spinning like this. I just like the way that looks and feels. Let's talk about when you first start to spin. Did I hit record? Oh, thank goodness. Okay. If you are taking skating lessons, they will teach you to spin with your hands in like this. So let's talk about this first. This will create a ton of momentum for you if you go from out to in here. When you start a spin, typically, like let's say a 2-foot spin, you're going to start it with your hands in an L, most likely. I spin to my left, so I put my left hand in front to kind of block me, because then it helps with my momentum bringing it in like this. So you can kind of get used to this momentum from out front to in. My right hand is out to the side forming an L. So I'm here and then I rotate bringing my hands in. If you spin to your right, it'll be opposite. So your right hand will be in front, your left hand out to the side, and you will spin like this and in. With the hands, if they're coming in, this is just how I do it. It's all personal preference, really. But my right hand goes from out here to my chest first. The left hand goes like this and gets placed over my right hand. So I basically have my hands like this or like this. So this hand is like this hand, and 'tis the season for pumpkin spice. And here or here. And my workout's still going. It goes from here to here. This is a good drill to practice on its own. Just getting your hands used to this. Out to in. Now let's talk about these elbows. If your elbows are out, it will slow you down a little bit. So I personally want to go fast in my spin, so I tuck my elbows in like this. Let's think about this for a second. If you're out like this, you're catching the wind with your arms, so it'll slow you down. If you're like this, you'll go a little faster. Whoa, that makes me really dizzy. I never spin with my hands down. That's really strange. If you bring them in, you're a little more aerodynamic, so you'll spin fast. It depends on how you want to spin. If you want to spin a little slower, leave your hands out. I a lot of times go like this. I touch my head. If I want to keep my hair in place, a lot of times I do that. Spins are good for whipping your hair out of your face. That's just another reason to spin, other than it being fun and being cute. You can get your hair out of your face really well with a spin, but you can also do this. No matter what you're doing with your hands, your abs and your back should stay the same. Your abs should be tight. You are using your abs to help your momentum. You're turning and rotating this way. Your back stays really strong, like you're flexing, but it's rotating as well. Whatever direction you're spinning, everything is turning at the same time in that direction to help your momentum. So no matter what your arms are doing, they can do whatever you want. Everything with the body should stay the same. The reason you make everything tight is so that you can be a little crazy with everything else, and you should be safe. So let's talk about getting your hands up in the air when you are spinning. I personally, let's see. Yeah, I had to do it to confirm. I personally grab like this. So let's pretend that I do a pretty like ballet arm. Realistically, it's not a pretty one. It's like a lazy one. But I grab my hands here in front of basically my chest, and then I pull up. Let me raise this so you can see. Oh, that's not straight. Oh boy, it's still a little crooked. The room is crooked slightly, so it's like the floor is slanted, but these are straight-ish. I'll fix this after. I'll fix this in editing. Whoa. Okay, so the arms go up like this. I have mine, sorry if I'm looking up here, I have a screen so that I can make sure I'm in frame and everything, but I use it for the live classes so I can see everyone a little bit bigger. Anyway, my hands, just like here, They go like this, my right hand, then my left hand on top, and then I just go up. I'm like holding on to my fingers. I'm holding on to my right fingers with my left hand up top like this. You can do this so many ways. You can lock your hands like this. You can flip it so palms are up. That looks kind of cool. You can make a fist and do it like that. Whatever you do, you want to make sure you're pulling straight up. However you're doing it, it's straight up. You don't want to get to the side or forward or back. So like I said, the body, everything is the same. Everything's tight. The abs are tight. The back is tight. But I want you to try to move the hands from ballet-ish position to basically your face and then straight up above your head. So it's like that string method that I've talked about in tutorial number, I don't know. But that string pulling straight up. And this, oh, I have to tell you, this is the best. I had someone, I wish I could remember who it was right now. She was practicing and she posted a video of herself practicing and she like stopped herself and was like, reminding herself of the string in the middle of her head. Oh, that made my heart so warm. I was like, oh, it's working. That helps me a lot, thinking of like the imaginary string going through the center of my body and someone is like pulling it from the very top, the middle of my head. So that's basically where I try to put my hands, up the center, up, like that. So to get there, the arms kind of mimic the feet. So like the 2-foot spin, how they kind of go out in a bubble and then up, the hands mimic that. So they go from out to the ballet to straight up like this. The most important thing is to keep it in line and to not wobble. Of course, you may wobble a little bit, but tighten those abs so that if you wobble a little bit, you still are maintaining it right here in your center and your core and staying okay. When you do bring them back down, there are many ways to do this, but I prefer to let them just kind of fall down because like I said with the aerodynamics, if you let them go here, they will slow you down, which typically if you're stopping, you're slowing down. So you're here and ta-da. My husband makes fun of me a lot for this because he says I spin the same way in every video. If I show my entire spin, I go like that. I swing my hands and then like a lot of times I'll swing them, stop and rotate the other way. But that's just me kind of letting go. I feel like there are so many moments, especially on skates, but I mean in life too, that are very like strict and stressful and like spins are fun. I love spinning. But whenever I say that, I like think of spinning like cycle, like spin class, and I have never in my life taken a spin class. Anyway, spinning on skates is fun. However, it is very strenuous. Like you're really tightening, you're staying strict with things you have to do. If you are thinking like technique as you're doing it, everything's in place. Then once you stop, it's like, ah. And I do like let my body go and let my arms keep going. This can be dangerous. I have a method to this, but this can be dangerous because you want everything to go and stop at the same time. So when you're starting that spin, you want everything in line, starting that rotation at the same time. When you're stopping, you want everything to stop at the same time. If you let your arms continue, you just have to brace yourself for impact because they'll continue and you have to tighten to let yourself either stop or pull it back the other way. So it's like a brief relaxation when I do that. If you watch my spins, it's like, whew, and then it's like an exhale, basically. My spin is like, anyway, a lot of people have asked me about how to spin with the hands up. That's how you spin with the hands up. Everything else stays tight. If you want to tighten up your biceps when you do this, that may help. Then bringing them in, because they're not like noodly up here, although you could be noodly up here if you wanted, but it is pretty tight in place. I do kind of push like this. Whatever hand is on top kind of pushes the other one down, and vice versa, the one on the bottom pushes up. So I am kind of like squeezing up here to also help me center. But yeah, I hope that helps. That's That's something that people have been asking me for a long time, because I spin with my hands up because I like the way it looks, and you can spin fast doing it, which I enjoy. So that's why I do it. It is good to practice multiple ways of spinning. If you leave your hands out, it definitely feels different. Everything feels different if you do that, for me anyway. I get a little dizzier with my hands out, I think, because I like catch air more. If I'm in, it's pretty solid because I learned how to spin like this. So this is very comfortable. This is not comfortable for me. And then of course, putting the hands up is very comfortable for me. So yeah, let me know what you think about that. Let me know how you prefer to spin. I'm so curious how other people do it. Please let me know what more you want to know. I love taking your suggestions and people asking me like, hey, I want to know how to do this. Can you please teach that? I absolutely love that. That is very helpful to me. So please let me know what you want to learn next, and I will see you later. Bye. Well, that was fun. It'd be real tight if you liked this video, and hit that subscribe button while you're at it. Okay, bye. And please check out my classes if you haven't already. They're very fun. The skills class is very important no matter what level you're at. We do a lot of drills and technique. And then choreography class, I have a lot of people be like, but I'm not a dancer. I'm not a dancer either. I think the best way to learn the techniques is to dance while doing it. Because if you add the rhythm to it, then the technique will actually come easier. The skill will be easier to do while you're dancing. Okay, bye.